Doing a quick video today because it has to be done. Um, Going over a lot of items over the weekend, and it's interesting because I've been building out a system on my computer, and at first it was designed to use Windows because that's just the base operating system that I use on my desktop. And then I recently acquired a Mac um, notebook, and as I was working with the Windows on the desktop, I have the Mac set up so that it can access the desktop. There was a few inconsistencies with how the system was set up, and the inconsistencies occurred because I'm trying to have complete control over every file that's in my system. And using the Windows system, I wasn't able to have complete control based on how the things are configured. And it could be, ineptitude or whatever on my part. But the bigger thing is when I was talking with my daughter about it earlier today, um, and it's just nice to have those conversations with her because, her being an engineer by trade, she can kind of ruminate over the minutia with me. And it was interesting because I've been switching over to Ubuntu, which is the Linux-based version or a version of Linux. There's a couple different ones, Red Hat, yada yada. But I'm saying is that the bigger challenge that I'm starting to have that over my lifetime I never really took into account is that it's not about having a home run hitter. It's about being able to make 100 things 1% better. And there's a football coach in the Big Ten whose name I won't mention because they rival my favorite team in the Big Ten, but I digress. He's famous on an interview for saying that in today's age, we underestimate the information load that is put upon us. And to further illustrate that point, he said that the average person has more decisions that they make in one day than the entire lifetime of a farmer 100 years ago. Now, that's kind of wild to think that I believe it's like 25,000, 35,000 decisions that we make. A lot of them are subconscious as far as how you shift in your chair and things like that, but there's still certain things like 200 decisions you make on what you're going to eat maybe in the course of a day. And instead of trying to find that home run hit, if we really think about, wow, if I could get 1% better at these 25 to 35,000 decisions I make each day, that would put me not where I wanted to be, but way beyond my furthest expectations. And the people who talk about how, they had no expectation to be wherever they're currently at. And I believe that tapping into the mass container of granular decisions will get anyone, and by anyone I'm really talking about myself right now, but as a strategy, if it works for one, it works for all. That's the requirement of a strategy. um, and that's just wild to me. And I think about how with the system I'm working on now, the whole goal is that I'm trying to capture stuff with as least amount of friction as possible. There's certain things you could do that makes your life easier, but if you have to put too much energy into implementing it, then the effort it takes to make your life easier becomes counterproductive, because why go through all the effort? At the end of the day, we're still emotive beings. We feel, and then we justify how we feel based off of our rationalization. And of course, it's the day after 4th of July, so we'll still have some people with leftovers with their fireworks, and that's what's going on in the background. So I'm just really at this point working this system, and it's just a self-improvement system right now. It's helping me to be able to understand things. It's helping me to be able to convey things that I talk with people, because I talk with a lot of professionals, whether it's in the entrepreneurial space or if it's in the corporate space. And it's really becoming clear to me how managing large amounts of decisions incrementally makes more of a difference than one or two things that seem to be home run hitters, because we just sit on out on base per se, trying to find that perfect pitch to be able to hit a home run. Meanwhile, the most important thing is not hitting home runs, it's being on base. There's some movie about that too, with Brad Pitt in it. Okay, that's my Sunday diatribe, and I will talk with y'all later. Take care.